From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and Voltas AC in partnership with Mind Super App and beyond.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The wrestlers have been demanding since April that the findings of the Oversight Committee should be made public. And since this matter is in the media before all of us, we have been debating it for a long time. For some strange reason, the government has decided that the findings of the Oversight Committee, which have been handed to the police, should not be made public. And I am completely against this. These are serious allegations. There are complaints of 7 women wrestlers who have represented the country. There are 2 FIRs, one combining the complaints of 6 wrestlers and a separate one based on the complaint of a minor's father. And these FIRs have been filed on 28th April. The entire country has been talking about the allegations against Brij Bhushan. But for some strange reason, the government seems to have decided that it is not necessary to let the people know, let the nation know what the findings are of the Oversight Committee which looked into the allegations against Brij Bhushan, and I do not appreciate this opacity. There has to be transparency. If the committee has given Brij Bhushan a clean sheet, we want to know whether it has. We want to know what are the substantial findings, but together with that, we also want to know what has been the line of investigation of this committee. After all, the members of the committee are not detectives. The members of the committee are from various fields, including sport, principally sport. Have they asked the right questions? Have they asked for the right evidence? Or are they just a group of people whose generic findings or absence of forensically verified findings will become the basis for what will then become a forensic conclusion of the Delhi police? Viewers, this entire matter has to be sorted, resolved, not fixed. You can't fix this issue, you have to resolve this issue. And I think it is absolutely condemnable that the findings of the Oversight Committee, which were handed over duly to the Delhi police, are not being made public, and that you and I have no idea what's going on behind our back. This Oversight Committee was given a 2-week extension in February. It was not able to come to a proper conclusion on the charge of sexual harassment. And I want to ask tonight that why is it that instead of making the sexual harassment report public, selective details about the report are being leaked to the press in the form of sources? So we have source-based information. Oversight Committee has not reached any conclusion. Say sources. Who are these sources? Why are these issues being brought in this way? Is the Oversight Committee report not being made public because certain members reportedly objected to the findings of the committee? Is it true that during the hearing of the Oversight Committee, WFI staff members and a coach linked to Brij Bhushan Singh were present? Why not make these statements public? Why not make these recordings public? And is it true that despite the Oversight Committee running the day-to-day affairs of the WFI, there was a wrestling tournament that was announced in an area which is the political stronghold of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Does that therefore indicate that unlike what we were told, that Brij Bhushan Sharan is no longer involved in the day-to-day running of the Wrestling Federation of India? He is very much doing a Suresh Kalmadi on the entire issue. Ladies and gentlemen, while I say all this, I also find it completely condemnable that all the politicians puppeteered and led by Tikayat have now taken over this entire issue. And while I am all for transparency, and I do believe Brij Bhushan should perhaps step aside, I would say to the government, let the people know what's in the report. Please do not create a situation where people have to really fight for what is right. Don't hide behind this whole argument of due process of law. The due process of law should apply to the victims as well, not just to the alleged perpetrators. Food for thought. Let's debate, ladies and gentlemen. Debate number 1 today. What's going on? We want to know. As of now, all I would say is make the report public and resolve the wrestlers' protest. Debate number 2 tonight. Now, Rahul Gandhi says that the Indian Union Muslim League, he says the Indian Union Muslim League is a completely and totally and unquestioningly and 100% secular entity. And I'm asking you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Muslim League a secular party? What is the Congress's definition of secularism in that case? That's debate number 2, and here are the headlines this Friday evening on the Debate Tonight. Coromandel Express meets with a major accident in Odisha's Balasore district. Over 4 bogies have been derailed and over 100 injured. Head-on collision in Odisha. Rescue teams have rushed to the site. Over 100 people are first being reported to be injured. Multiple complainants, damning allegations in the FIR. The charges against Brij Bhushan cannot be ignored anymore.
इस मेडल को पानी में ना बहाएं, क्योंकि ये केवल आपके नहीं, हमारे देश की धरोहर है। आप हमारे देश के धरोहर हैं। ये मेडल जो आप लाए हैं देश के धरोहर हैं, और हम यह चाहते हैं कि इसका जल्दी से जल्दी हमारी लड़कियों को न्याय मिले।
1983 World Cup winning champions come out in support of the wrestlers, say they are distressed, that they are disturbed, urge the wrestlers to not take hasty decisions. Farmers' unions completely hijacked the wrestlers' protest, set a fresh deadline of June 8th for Brij Bhushan's arrest.
Muslim League is a completely secular party. Right. There's nothing non-secular about the Muslim League.
Question.
And in another embarrassment for the Vadra Congress in America, Rahul Gandhi is fighting and backing the Muslim League, says the Muslim League is a completely and totally and 100% secular entity. Ladies and gentlemen, the wrestlers' protest has been overridden by Rakesh Tikayat-led cops. The wrestlers are frankly tonight nowhere in sight. Nowhere in sight. This is a political protest that is driven by the Singhu Border Brigade. But equally, the FIR contains serious allegations of sexual misconduct. Of course, it's an investigation, not a conclusion. But those allegations cannot be looked away from. Tonight, action is necessary. Politics cannot dictate the way ahead. Take a look at tonight's developments and then we debate.
9 तारीख तक उसकी गिरफ्तारी हो, 2 तारीख तक नहीं होती तो हम उन बच्चों को लेकर दिल्ली जाएंगे।
The Rakesh Tikayat-led brigade has issued a 7-day ultimatum.
केस सरकार को 9 तारीख तक का टाइम है, वो बातचीत से मामले को समाधान करें, उनकी गिरफ्तारी हो और नहीं तो 9 तारीख में इन बच्चों को वहाँ पे जंतर मंतर पे बैठाने लेकर जाएंगे।
They are going to relaunch this entire protest in a very new manner, and it would be all the more aggressive. This ultimatum has been given from the dais here at Kurukshetra, from where we are reporting.
Now even the 1983 Cricket World Cup winning team is speaking up.
कृपया इस मेडल को पानी में ना बहाएं, क्योंकि ये केवल आपके नहीं हमारे देश की धरोहर है। आप हमारे देश के धरोहर हैं। ये मेडल जो आप लाए हैं देश के धरोहर हैं, और हम यह चाहते हैं कि इसका जल्दी से जल्दी हमारी लड़कियों को न्याय मिले।
The two FIRs filed against Wrestling Federation of India chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh reveals a pattern of alleged sexual assault, harassment and intimidation between 2012 and 2022 during several championships abroad and in India.
नेशनल कैंप्स में जो कोचेज होते हैं, सभी कोच नहीं हैं उसमें, लेकिन कुछ कोचेज हैं जो फेडरेशन के खास हैं, जो खुद शोषण करते हैं, महिला कोचों के साथ में गलत व्यवहार करते हैं। उसकी मैंने आवाज उठाई है इस बार, और उसके बावजूद भी वही चीफ कोच नेशनल कैंप में लगाए गए हैं, और अध्यक्ष जी ने खुद पता नहीं कितनी लड़कियों का शोषण किया है।
There are protests in Chennai against the sexual harassment accused.
The peaceful protest that was going on has now turned into a little bit of violence, as you can see that these protesters are trying to burn the pictures of Brij Bhushan Singh.
And the police has to arrest the BJP MP Brij Bhushan Singh. Proper investigation has to be ordered. Whatever damages has been caused to the wrestlers has to be compensated.
But for BJP parliamentarian Brij Bhushan, life goes on.
Since morning we have been tracking the movement of Brij Bhushan. Let me show you a place where I am right now. There's a public event in Ayodhya where Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is here. He's attending this event but keeping his distance from all the media persons, from all the people, not to speak a word on this entire issue.
सबने हमें आशीर्वाद दिया, हम स्वागत करते हैं जिन्होंने मेरा साथ दिया।
Political interests cannot dictate the course ahead. Let's debate.
I think both sides have become very obdurate. The politicians who have got into this and taken over the wrestlers' protests are seeing a golden opportunity in this. They will not let go. For them, it's a wonderful opportunity to make it political and magnify it. The government has also become very obdurate. It feels that it can battle this out, buy time, etc., etc. So my first question is this, and my first question is to those who are on the left-hand side of the screen. Amitabh Sinha, senior lawyer, Supreme Court, and of the BJP, Pratik Som, national spokesperson of the JJP, also a Supreme Court lawyer, Rajalakshmi Joshi, Harpal Singh Bedi, senior journalist, and Savio Rodriguez. On the other side, Ranjana Kumari, Romesh Sabarwal, member AICC, Riju Datta of the Trinamool Congress, Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party, and the president of the Farmers Union, member of the Gatwala Khap, Chaudhry Sabit Malik. So first point is, why don't you make the report public, then let the people decide. Amitabh Sinha, I'll start with you. Make the report public. Make the report public. If the stance has been taken that these allegations are not true and that Brij Bhushan is innocent, then tell the people we believe Brij Bhushan is innocent, then let's fight it out. But not to make the report public doesn't make sense to me.
No, first of all, let me make it very clear that I am here as a legal practitioner and I am not here, and neither I am empowered and authorized to talk what exactly is the,
okay, so you're not speaking tonight on behalf of the BJP. Understood.
No, but certainly I will tell you what exactly is proper as per the rule of law. That's what. And when you will try to analyze it, you will show and you will clearly understand that this basically Supreme Court also wanted. So in Supreme Court final judgment on 4th of May, the Supreme Court has given the instruction to the Delhi police to immediately file an FIR and inverted comma do the investigation impartial.
दिल्ली पुलिस ने FIR नहीं की है, FIR सुप्रीम कोर्ट के कहने पर की गई है. दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर नहीं की है।
चौधरी सवित मलिक,
कोर्ट के कहने के बाद एफआईआर
चौधरी सवित मलिक, ये है प्रेसिडेंट फार्मर्स यूनियन, मेंबर ऑफ गठवाला था।
एफआईआर नहीं की है।
नहीं तो मैं अपनी बात कर लूं
है। जब माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के बाद दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर की है। आप भारत की,
अरे भैया तो एक बार मेरी बात तो सुन लो, मेरी बात सुन लो।
आपने तो दबाने का काम किया है। 1 महीने तक बेटियां बैठी रही, देश के प्रधानमंत्री के पास बेटियां गई, खेल मंत्री के पास बेटियां गई, तमाम लोगों के पास गई, 1 महीना दिल्ली में बैठे रहे। आपने क्या किया?
देखिए आवाज तेज करना मुझे भी आता है।
काम किया, 1 महीने का मौका लिया। 3 महीने बाद
पहलवानी करेंगे तो फिर वो बात
किसकी बात कर रहे हैं?
ये पहलवानी कर रहे हैं।
अगर आप बेटियों के साथ हैं, आप अगर बेटियों के साथ हैं तो आप उनके जिसने उनकी एफआईआर।
चौधरी सवित मलिक, जरा अमिताभ सिन्हा को बोलने दें। चौधरी सवित मलिक, उनको अपनी बात सामने रखने दें, मैं जरूर आपके पास आऊंगा।
अर्नब जी, मेरी एक बात सुन लीजिए, फिर ये बोले। देखो, जिसका पक्ष आप ले रहे हो उसके बेटे ने आत्महत्या की है और लेटर छोड़ा है, उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ छेड़छाड़ की थी और उसने उसमें लिखा था कि मैं अपने बाप की वजह से आत्महत्या कर रहा हूं। ऐसे आदमी का पक्ष ले रहे हो, शर्म चाहिए।
अरे क्या है यार,
ब्रिज भूषण सिंह की चर्चा कर रहा हूं मैं।
ये मलिक यदि पहलवानी मत करिए। मैं इतनी बात कहना चाहता हूं अर्नब कि मैंने कभी नहीं कहा कि दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर किया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या कहा मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या कहा मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूं। आप अनर्गल प्रलाप मत करिए मलिक। आपको यहाँ पहलवानी करने के लिए नहीं बुलाया गया है, आपको यहाँ बुलाया गया है एक मर्यादित बहस में भाग लेने के लिए।
अपने लड़के की
मैं चौधरी सवित मलिक, मैं दोबारा आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं, आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग यू अगेन। चौधरी सवित मलिक, आप जरा इनको प्लीज अपनी बात खत्म करने दें। मुझे पता है कि इस इशू पर दोनों साइड बहुत इमोशनली चार्ज है, फिर भी मैं कह रहा हूं बात खत्म करने दें प्लीज।
अमिताभ से क्या कर रहा हूं, धन्यवाद, थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। मैं इतना कह रहा हूं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा, इन्होंने तो पूरी बात सुनी नहीं। मैंने कहा सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा एफआईआर लॉन्च करो दिल्ली पुलिस को और एक इंडिपेंडेंट इंपार्शियल इंक्वायरी करो। इंडिपेंडेंट और इंपार्शियल का मतलब होता है किसी दबाव के रहित। वो दबाव इस तरफ का भी है और उस तरफ का भी है, दोनों दबाव से रहित, कोई तरह दबाव नहीं। और ये जो दबाव की राजनीति हो रही है, जहां पर कि अब एक खाप पंचायत आ गया, जहां टिकैत आ गया, तो क्या उधर से ब्रिज भूषण शरण सिंह अपने ठाकुर लॉबी को लेके आ जाएं, राजपूत लॉबी के लोग आ जाएं? मुझे लगता है ये शर्मनाक है। और ये 2 अखाड़ों की लड़ाई है, वहां रोहतक की हुड्डा फैमिली की अखाड़े की और यहाँ पर जो इंडियन रेसलिंग फेडरेशन है उसकी, ये 2 की लड़ाई है और इसको बहुत ध्यान से समझने की जरूरत है। मैं यौन शोषण की जहां तक बात करता हूं तो यौन शोषण में कानून के सामने सबको बराबर है और न सब कोई। राहुल गांधी के ऊपर में 2006 में सुकन्या सिंह ने रेप का चार्ज किया था, रेप, और उसके बाद उसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक बार सेट असाइड कर दिया।
जी आप क्या बोल रहे हैं?
तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक बार सेट असाइड किया और उसके बाद उस पर चर्चा नहीं होती। राहुल गांधी ने रेप किया था एक सुकन्या सिंह
जी, आप सरासर झूठ बोल रहे हैं, सरासर आप इसको एक राजनीतिक एंगल।
अरे मैंने क्या कहा कि रेप किया था, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डिसाइड किया। रंजना जी, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डिसाइड किया कि
आबरू और इज्जत की लड़ाई है।
बेटी मत करिए,
आप भूल गए हैं कि
सबरवाल और रंजना,
हमारी बेटियों की
आपने जिस केस के बारे में अपनी बात उठाई है, एक मिनट अमिताभ सिन्हा, जिस केस के बारे में आपने बात उठाई है,
की कोशिश कर रहे हैं,
जिस केस के बारे में आपने बात उठाई है अभी, उस पर आई बिलीव
आबरू और इज्जत की लड़ाई है।
नहीं, एक मिनट,
जो देश के गौरव है,
रंजना कुमारी,
देश का सम्मान बढ़ाया है।
रंजना
किस तरह की बातें कर रहे हैं?
रंजना फर्स्ट ऑफ रंजना प्लीज first of all I want to say that a particular case has been referred to right now, Mr. Sabharwal, concerning your party's leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, by Amitabh Sinha, senior leader of the Supreme Court, and he refers to certain allegations that had been made against your leader in what was known as the Sukanya case. I do not believe that matter came to any conclusion. or that it led to a conviction. That is my common knowledge. I don't know why you are raising that case in this context, and as a lawyer perhaps you should desist. Thank you.
Deflecting the whole issue.
Exactly. I am telling you, Sukanya case was settled by the Supreme Court, so everybody honors that. When in this matter Supreme Court has decided,
no, but why
nobody is.
But why are you raising the Sukanya case? Why are you raising the Sukanya case in this context? There's no context here.
Because in Sukanya case,
because he has nothing else to say. He has no argument.
In Sukanya case, Supreme Court has established and decided that it is a closed case.
Are you here, Mr. Sinha? You are a lawyer. Are you here to discuss Sukanya case? You are here to discuss.
You are not here to discuss the Sukanya case. You are here to discuss the wrestlers' protest. I agree with Ranjana. You are not here to discuss the Sukanya case. You are here to discuss. You are here to discuss the wrestlers' protest, sir.
Everybody accepted, but why in this wrestlers case Supreme Court has decided something on 4th of May? Nobody is ready to rely upon or honor that judgment of Supreme Court. I am telling Supreme Court has monitored the entire thing. Supreme Court personally, under the leadership of the Chief Justice of India, saw the allegations and told the Delhi police to file the FIR and do the investigation impartial and independent.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking, you are a lawyer. I'm asking you a question on behalf of, please Arnab, give me just 50 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a POXO case. It's a minor girl's case. You have read the POXO law. What should be the action of Delhi police? Number one. Number two, after Supreme Court's giving the directive, when Delhi police has filed an FIR, what should Delhi police not call Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh for questioning? Why these two things are not happening? Why POXO law is not being
I'm totally with her on that. 1 minute. Let me get others on this also. Pratik Som, the more the deflection, the sharper the counter questioning. I would like to say that on this particular subject, I am completely with Ranjana Kumari. It is strange. You cannot protect an individual to this extent. I'd like to bring in Pratik Som into the debate and Harpal Singh Bedi. After that, I'll get Savio. It is appearing to me, Siddharth Sharma and Romesh Sabarwal on the right, it is clear to me that this is a great amount of protection being given to Brij Bhushan. And may I say, this is going to really lead to a negative perception if you don't resolve it.
Arnab, first of all, let me tell you that JJP stands in solidarity with our daughters and wrestlers. But Arnab, the constitutional framework of this country mandate courts to conduct a trial and to declare whether the accused person is guilty and ensure that a strictest punishment is given and a justice be given to the victim. Now, when will this happen? This will happen when the investigative agency will file the charge sheet. See, the question of arrest right now, I am not commenting on that, but there are several guidelines of Supreme Court through judicial intervention that an accused can only be arrested when there are several grounds like intimidating of witnesses, a flight risk, and some other factors as well, like non-cooperation of the accused. In this particular matter, what we want is that a speedy trial should happen, because you should know, I'm also a lawyer, that the fast track courts.
Pratik, 1 minute. Pratik. Absolutely, speedy trial should happen. But is there a speedy investigation happening?
Yes,
is this investigation speedy? No, is this a speedy investigation?
Arnab, for this I am saying that investigation agency will file the charge sheet in the due course. We
I
are
don't
not
believe in this due course business.
To find a final report.
It's very convenient. It's very convenient. No, Pratik, 1 minute. Pratik, 1 minute. Pratik, no, absolutely no. No, don't take a political position on it. What are you showing? What are you showing?
Mr. Dipender Hooda is right now in New Jersey, in USA, having a dinner with the businessman in United States, and he says, his party says that we are very, we want justice for these wrestlers. Where is their party? Are they taking their cause to the courts? Are they taking their cause to the Delhi police, or are they meeting the President of India when their leader Dipender Hooda, who says कि इस मुहिम की सरदारी हमारे पास है? ये उनकी कल रात की तस्वीरें हैं न्यू जर्सी के अंदर वो डिनर कर रहे हैं। क्या उनका कोई दायित्व नहीं बनता कि हमारे जो रेसलर्स हैं, जो हरियाणा की आन बान और शान है,
now let me read out some messages that I have received right now on my phone. Message number 1 says, Mohit Ram, look at this, what happens when you take a position. Mohit Ram says, I see, Arnab, that you have become a major target for trolls, which saddens me. But continue to speak to those who want to awaken from being woke. They do not understand how blind they are. No, Mohit, I am not a target for trolls. I am not influenced by anybody else's opinion. The fact of the matter is, Mohit, you cannot say that we will not make an issue on which the whole country is debating. We will not give 1.4 140 crore people any information. You cannot say that, Mohit. If that is our position which we begin to take, there is no difference between China and India. There is a report, make it public. So I disagree with you, politely. The stud says, Ranjana, this is for you. See how sharp the opinions are, Ranjana. Ranjana Devi runs a foreign-funded NGO. I, for one, won't take her seriously. These are the responses we are getting, depending on the opinion you are taking. But it's okay. It's okay. No problem. No problem. Yeah, sure, you can.
Arnab, first of all, I don't know. I can't check the veracity of these messages sent to you. First of all, that is very... And secondly, that all
I'm not
this
making it up. I'm not making it up.
Is not going to stop me from speaking.
Yeah.
Look, Arnab, I cannot check the veracity of messages sent to you. You can read anything against anybody. Number 1. Number 2, if you are honest, and if you are really Arnab, which I believe you are honest.
You are leveling charges against an independent channel. No, I'm sorry.
On this planet
I'm sorry.
can stop me from speaking, and you know it,
have
Arnab.
no right to.
You know it.
I will say this. I will say this. Ranjana.
You are not.
Ranjana, listen. Ranjana.
You are talking absurd, Ranjana Kumari.
Can you all calm down, please?
Well, how do I know who sent you this message and from where?
Yeah, that's true. How do you know? How do you know? Yeah, sure. Sure, no problem. No problem. You don't have to believe me. Okay, now 1 minute. Ranjana, I got your point. I'm only reading messages. You see, this is the beauty of the program, that I read live messages on the program. I read live messages on the program. Other people don't. I have just read out a message of someone who has criticized me. Other people don't. You see, Ranjana, let me tell you, Ranjana, listen to me. One second. Ranjana, listen.
First time I found you not honest.
Don't be okay. Now I'll tell you one thing. Ranjana, thank you.
First time ever.
Thank you for saying that. I will tell you one thing.
Yeah.
We are so completely transparent that when someone criticizes us, we put it out.
Send me this message, Arnab.
I'll tell you. I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it. I'll send it to you. Of course I will. But don't take it so badly. You should see the kind of messages coming to me. Just chill, Ranjana. Now, so don't take it too seriously.
You are the time of restless discussion.
Okay, now you are distracting it from the issue. Let's go back to the issue. Ranjana, let's go back to the issue. I bring in Riju and Siddharth on a very polarized debate, I must say.
I insist to go back to the issue.
Now, we go back to the issue. Thank you. So, Riju and Siddharth are on the debate. It's very, very polarizing, I know. And I'm just saying here, Riju and Siddharth, I'm coming to you first. See, the point being made on the other side is that even if the allegations made by these very respected 7 women wrestlers have veracity, are proper and are serious, which they are without a doubt, we cannot create a situation where Khap Panchayats or their equivalent Riju decide the course of law and justice in the country. Tomorrow if somebody makes allegations against Abhishek Banerjee or against Arvind Kejriwal and the Khap Panchayats decide that this is the law, then we will have to say that the Khap Panchayats will have to decide who is guilty, who is not. The Khap Panchayats will decide who is to be arrested, who is not. The Khap Panchayats have political influence. You know, Aam Aadmi Party operates in Haryana, operates in Delhi, and I'd like to caution you against giving up your control over the law and order process. Tomorrow Khap Panchayats will decide what should happen in Punjab. So I'd like, you know, it's also, but tomorrow if corruption allegations are alleged, and you know against Trinamool there are so many corruption allegations, suppose an equivalent of the Khap Panchayats decide, we decide arrest is required, otherwise we'll just create havoc in Bengal. Will you accept it? You won't. So I'd like a response to it. Riju goes first and then Siddharth. Please, everyone in. Yeah, okay. Riju goes first.
First things first, the Khap Panchayats are not above the law, just like Brij Bhushan Singh or Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. Nobody is above the law.
Yeah.
Now I will come straight to the point.
Yeah.
There are 7 girls, out of whom there are Olympic gold medal winners. When they won their gold medals, the Pradhan Mantri called them. There was a huge dinner, and it was broadcasted all over the television. Now on the day when the parliament was getting inaugurated by the Pradhan Mantri, these India's golden girls were dragged through the streets of Delhi. Now, as far as I know, there are a lot of lawyers here defending Brij Bhushan Singh. I don't know how they go back home and sleep. But after 2019, and especially after the Nirbhaya case, the POCSO Act clearly says that a child, her word is final. And in that context, here, one of the wrestlers even mentioned in the FIR, mentioned the Prime Minister by name, that I have complained to the Honorable Prime Minister against this fellow. And still no action has been taken. So I have 2 pointed questions. One, what does Brij Bhushan Singh have in his control or in his possession that is so condemning that BJP is scared to take action against him? And number 2, if his name was not Brij Bhushan Singh, if he would have been Shaukat Ali or Mohammad Rizwan, would he be roaming around the streets like this? A POCSO accused is roaming on the streets, going into a parliamentary inauguration where people have to protest.
All right.
Are you kidding me? Is this my country? Take him into custody.
I agree, but first of all, thank you for your long intervention. Which takes me to my question, which went unanswered. Siddharth, tomorrow in Haryana or Punjab or Delhi, if Khap Panchayats decide what is the action to be taken, will you accept that at face value?
Right at the outset, Arnab, commiserations to the people affected by the Coromandel Express derailment. I hope everyone is safe. And I think right at the outset, you set the agenda very perfectly. Your question and your point was very pertinent. Why is this brazen protection, opacity versus transparency? The question here is that this has now become an onion peel moment for BJP, because BJP's slogan of Chal Charitran Chehra and Beti Bachao or Beti Padhao is getting exposed like an onion. There is a paradox now between what BJP preaches and what BJP practices. हिंदी में बोलें तो ब्रिजभूषण के साथ बीजेपी का रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है? The tricky part here is that right today, if the Indian Express has reported, it has carried the FIR copy, and the FIR also contains details like the victims had complained about this issue with the Prime Minister too. So now an issue that has reached the Prime Minister, there is an FIR against this person. What is this relationship that BJP, how come Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh wields so much clout in BJP? This is nothing to do with Khap Panchayats or anything. What Khap Panchayats are doing is that they are asking for something. Really what they are asking is that the POCSO accused Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who under Indian law, anyone who is a POCSO accused goes into jail without bail. That is the law that it states. Right now, there is an FIR pending against such an accused. He is not even being investigated. He is roaming scot-free.
What you're saying is that, if I understand what you and Riju are saying correctly, what you are saying is that on serious matters of propriety involving public figures, when allegations are made, then positions of principle need to be taken rather than technicalities. You should not hide behind technicalities. That is what you are saying, right? Am I understand? Okay. I understand that correctly. I understand. Now I understand your point. Now I understand your point. I understand your point now.
Can I come in?
No, 1 minute. Now I understand your point. In that context, would you please be so kind, both of you, as to kindly tell me what you feel about the fact that in Tamil Nadu, the DMK government has refused to act against a very well-known artist who has been banned for 5 years after raising very serious allegations of sexual harassment against a lyricist called Vairamuthu, who is believed to have the continuous support and is believed to be very close to the DMK. And in fact, I am quite surprised that when this issue was raised, your leader, Mr. Kejriwal, was with Mr. Stalin, but refused to make a single point on that issue, deftly avoiding it, right? Making it obvious here to me that both of you who want to have political alliances with the DMK are refusing to talk about a very serious case of sexual molestation and assault by a person very close to the DMK in Tamil Nadu, and neither of your parties are raising an outcry over it, and I just want to know why. I want to be absolutely sure of the fact that you don't have double standards on issues like this. I just want to be sure why Kejriwal did not speak on the allegations against Mr. Vairamuthu.
The simple answer to your question, Mr. Arnab, is that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, there is an FIR pending against him with a...
I'm happy to inform you that there are FIRs pending against Mr. Vairamuthu as well, that the matter was referred to the DGP in Tamil Nadu in 2019, and I'm happy to inform you that there has been no progress in that investigation at all, which is extremely condemnable, and I just don't accept that answer at all. I don't know why.
Women wrestlers had complained about this issue with the Honorable Prime Minister too. The FIR contains the Honorable Prime Minister's name, a POXO accused who under law has to be behind bars.
So you feel action should be taken only in that case, but in the case regarding Mr. Vairamuthu, when allegations have been made by a very senior artist from Tamil Nadu, that no action is taken, and that's perfectly all right, and you will not speak a word about it because it will embarrass the DMK. Is that not making this a subject of political sledging? Yes, Raju, come on, let's debate this.
I will be on record as the Aam Aadmi Party
He is accused under
my goodness.
It's as simple as
please ask him to let him finish. Now I cannot speak like this.
He is accused under POXO. It is as simple as that. Any accused.
That
is the law of the land. Why is BJP protecting him? Such a brazen protectionism with BJP.
Arnab, please let me know when I can speak.
I didn't get the answer. I didn't get an answer to the question. Yes, Riju, go on.
Gentleman from Aam Aadmi Party is
I'm not. Siddharth, Riju wants to come in. Savio hasn't spoken. Harpal hasn't spoken. The issue is extremely contentious.
I will make a clear point on the allegations against Mr. Vairamuthu, and in matters of sexual harassment or sexual allegations, Trinamool Congress has a zero tolerance policy, and I believe if the allegations are serious, there is an FIR filed, then immediately, without any political affiliation, Mr. Vairamuthu should be arrested and the charges should be framed, and then let the court decide.
Harpal, yeah, he's taken a position on it.
I think
Harpal is on the debate. Harpal Singh Bedi. Harpal Singh Bedi.
The very presence of AAP and
और सबरवाल जी को right पे लाइए जी.
Just the very presence of TMC and AAP party strengthens the case of Brij Bhushan Singh, because if these parties are against him, so he doesn't need any enemy, because their own character. When AAP, they are talking of Beti Bachao. Last week, a Beti was killed here. 12 stabs, 16-year-old girl was killed. What happened to AAP? Where was Kejriwal that time? Having said that, I am telling you, the more political parties come, the more strength to Brij Bhushan. I don't know, but all the way, it is not a Ramraj.
Siddharth.
Police in Delhi
Just
comes
listen to me.
under
Both on.
I think you should know that.
20 rupees.
The law and order in Delhi doesn't belong to Mr.
20
Kejriwal.
years.
The law and order
And he
in
wants
Delhi belongs to
everything
the
in 5
LG.
months.
Who,
And second thing,
by
Arnab,
extension,
you are wrong
is the
there
Union government.
when you say
So
you
the
are
law
wrong.
and order in
Harpal.
Delhi, the sad
It is a
state
very
of
bad
affairs
fact.
in Delhi.
The players have not asked for the wrestlers who are on the protest. They have not demanded the release of the state report. They say we do not believe in the committee. So when they don't believe in, how can they demand it? Their only demand is.
Siddharth, 1 minute. Siddharth, let Harpal complete. Siddharth, let Harpal complete. 1 minute, please. Siddharth, let Harpal complete.
आपका बात मुझे ना बताओ यार.
बात खत्म करने दे, please. Yeah.
Don't tell me that about. I don't deal in politics, but I know you people very well. So don't talk about this. You are not a कोई गंगा में नहा के नहीं आए तुम भी तो नहीं हो जो ब्रिज भूषण में नहीं है. I don't see any difference between the politician. You are the TMC. If that logic is applied, the TMC should not be here. How many?
Oh, Riju. Riju and Sabaro.
Let's talk about it. That you came and don't speak on a high.
अरे हरपाल जी सुनिए हरपाल जी बहुत आपकी बकवास हो रही है. नेशनल टीवी पे आप गल्ला ना करें. आपके घर में बहू बेटियां नहीं है. बच्चियां बोल रही हैं उसके साथ यौन शोषण हो रहा है. आप टीएमसी आप खेल रहे हो. शर्म आनी चाहिए. हुजूर जा रही हैं आप.
As far as Arnab is concerned, they have not demanded any.
आप हुजूर जा रही हैं. शर्म करें. आपके घर में बहू बेटियां नहीं है.
Brij Bhushan should be arrested.
अभी आ जाते मुंह उठा के.
He should resign from his constituency. Why should he resign? No. Third, now they said the TAT will decide. I should like to point it out.
Riju is on the debate.
Riju. We are discussing here.
Arnab, can I take a call?
You are talking utter nonsense. There is garbage coming out of your mouth.
Politician.
Do you not have daughters in your house?
Bringing the politician. Now, if Arvind Kejriwal or Mamata Banerjee, I don't think Mamata Banerjee has ever seen it.
Forget Mamata Banerjee. Talk about these 7 girls.
What is happening?
One versus two.
Siddharth also back on the debate. On the right, Siddharth. Harpal versus Siddharth. No, please, nothing personal, Riju.
Daughters in their home today understand that BJP, when it says Beti Bachao, it basically preaches Beti Bachao.
I have a question here. I have a question here.
It's very clear for everyone.
I have a question here. Riju, if I may. Ranjana Kumari, 1 minute. Just calm down, everyone.
She will run illegal cafes in Goa and then as the Chinese minister,
Just
Mr. Swami, are we here for ornamental presence or something like that?
No, you're not. But I'd like to get Savio in on this. I just want to be sure that if Rakesh Tikayat, yes, okay, 1 minute. Rajalakshmi has not spoken. Rajalakshmi. Thoda calm down kar le. Mr. Sabarwal, 1 minute. Rajalakshmi.
She walked out of your program.
Arnab, what I want to say is there has to be a procedure to everything. You cannot just believe somebody just because they're a celebrity or just because they're a medal winner. If that was the case, then Mr. Sushil Kumar, who was also an Olympic medal winner, he wouldn't have been convicted. He wouldn't have been in jail today.
Ranjana Kumari also. Ranjana and Sabarwal.
That is the procedure.
There was internal complaints committee. These women came. These are not just like that.
There has to be a procedure. There has to be a procedure.
Amitabh and Savio.
Is not going to help.
Amitabh and Savio.
Please file the FIR. This is not just any complaint.
Emotional card will not work. Emotional card will not work in the process of law. Ranjana Kumari, emotion,
whole world is watching us
is one thing, but legal process is another thing. You don't try to drive this sensitive issue. This is not only national issue. This is not only national issue. This is basically the issue of Indian pride, and those wrestlers are creating this situation. Let me tell you, Ranjana Kumari, this basically is the conspiracy against India. This is conspiracy against India. And
these girls
no. I am telling you, Ranjana Kumari,
1 minute. Amitabh, just wait a minute. Two panelists have not spoken. Ranjana, just 1 minute, please. Ranjana, just wait a minute. Mrs. Sabarwal has not spoken, Savio has not spoken. I just have one question, please, without interruption. If somebody feels in the middle of my question they are going to be on the back foot, तो ऐसा नहीं कि interrupt करिए कि अर्नब कोई सवाल ना पूछे. इसलिए मैं इस सवाल में स्पेशली सवित जी को सामने लाना चाहता हूँ. रंजना जी बहुत आज खाप पंचायत का समर्थन कर रही हैं. तो मैं सवाल मेरा ये है,
मैं खाप पंचायत का नहीं,
तो सवाल मेरा ये है, रंजना जी सवाल सुन लीजिए, आपको इंटरप्ट करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. और वो ट्वीट भी आपको मैं भेज रहा हूँ, वो ट्वीट भी आपको मैं भेज रहा हूँ रंजना जी, आपको ट्वीट भी भेज दूंगा. आप रुक जाइए 2 मिनट, आप रुक जाइए. आप डिबेट आप पर नहीं है. सवित मलिक जी, चौधरी सवित मलिक और रंजना कुमारी and I want Ramesh Sabarwal on the screen and Amitabh Sinha. 1 minute. Savio.
अर्नब जी एक छोटी
सवित जी आपसे सवाल कर रहा हूं, आप जरा, आप मुझे सवाल ना करें, मैं कर रहा हूं आपको. आप बस ये मुझे बता दीजिए, आप बहुत संवेदनशील व्यक्ति हैं और आप महिलाओं को लेके जो मुद्दे हैं उस पर आप बहुत स्ट्रांगली फील करते हैं, है ना. तो सबरवाल जी, आई वांट टू नो कि राकेश टिकैत इज सेइंग दैट आई वांट टू फाइट फॉर द राइट्स ऑफ दीज women wrestlers. Will they also hold a Mahapanchayat, Mr. Sabarwal, on how certain Khaps passed full resolutions banning women from wearing jeans, Ma'am, please, I'm not even asking you the question. Why are you defending Khap Panchayats? Am I asking you? Don't be overactive on the program, please. 1 minute. I am saying very clearly, Ranjana, don't protest so much. You are badly on the back foot. You want to avoid my question. You feel my question will be very direct. I am asking, why are you defending Khap Panchayat? I am asking him. Sabarwal ji, मेरा सवाल आपसे है. ये देखिए, अभी मैंने रंजना जी को 2 सीधे सवाल कर दिए तो वो प्रोग्राम छोड़कर चली गई. सीधा सवाल ये है सवित मलिक जी, सबरवाल जी से सवाल है मेरा, Why is it that certain Khaps passed resolutions banning women from wearing jeans? Certain Khaps said women should not have mobile phones. Certain Khaps fined women for love marriage outside caste and community lines. I'm saying that if you are supporting women in various issues, you should also pass resolutions against these things.
Arnab, it's very unfortunate for us that today we are being forced to discuss this issue of wrestlers in the media. The whole world is watching. It's a question of the image of our country. The Olympians are sitting on the fast, on the hunger strike, on the dharna since January. It's so bad for us, so bad for the image of the country. What the world will think about us. This has been done under the leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So sad. We should try to resolve this issue. The Supreme Court should give a CBI inquiry into all this. It's enough now. Delhi police is a totally mute spectator. We appeal to Supreme Court that either they should give to some retired judge the inquiry, or the CBI should take over. It's enough, you know. The women Olympians, I never thought in my life I will see this kind of a day. In my life, the sportsmen of my country will sit on hunger strike. It's so unfortunate. They're Olympians. They're proud of. I
totally agree with you, Mr. Sabarwal. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, Mr. Sabarwal. I totally agree with you. It is just that, Savio, where are the wrestlers now? On day one, until the day the wrestlers were in Haridwar to immerse their medals, the wrestlers were leading the protest, and rightly so. Today, yesterday, it is only Rakesh Tikait who is issuing statements on their behalf, and that is not acceptable either. Savio.
But, Arnab, sexual abuses cases are opportunities for political parties and people with political vested interests to play political games when the accused is a politician, a religious leader, or a celebrity. But the fact of the matter is, what is the fact of the case? An FIR has been filed, a POSCO case has been filed, As per POSCO, he should be arrested. As per POSCO, he should be arrested. As per POSCO, Brij Bhushan should be arrested.
I agree.
As per POSCO, Brij Bhushan should be arrested. That is the law.
कौन सी मजबूरी है कि
That is the law.
खड़े हुए
So follow
Amitabh
the law.
Sinha, he says
Don't
that.
play
Savio
politics
backs.
around it.
As for Bosco, he should be arrested. Then you take it, whichever way it goes.
Don't play politics around it.
क्यों ये लोग खड़े होते हैं?
Don't play politics
ऐसी क्या
around it.
मजबूरी है लोगों की?
The law says he has to be
एक अपराधी के
arrested.
पीछे खड़े होते हैं.
The law says he has to be
काम
arrested.
करना है तो कोर्ट ही
The
काम
law
करेगी ना.
says Brij Bhushan
आप लोग जो है
is a
कोर्ट को काम
POXO
करने दो,
accused.
आपकी पुलिस
He should
Correct.
be arrested.
Riju and Sabarwal.
POXO accused.
Riju and Sabarwal.
Intervention I want to make.
पुलिस पर दबाव क्यों नहीं बना रहे? अगर बहन बेटियों के साथ है तो झंडा लेके सड़क पे आ जाए.
Trying to play
Please,
all
Arnab.
these emotive
No, he
games.
should be. That's the law.
Mr. Sinha, one second, Mr. Sinha. Mr. Sinha, you are hardening your position, and I don't think that's agreeable.
It's about politics.
You should know the law.
If you're saying, Mr. Sinha, listen to me. Mr. Sinha, listen to me. Mr. Sinha, I want to tell you something. Mr. Sinha, I want to tell you something. You are saying, no, one second, Riju. Mr. Sinha, you are saying the wrestlers should follow the due process of law. I totally agree. They should follow the due process of law. They should trust the 10-member SIT. They should trust the Delhi police. But then the due process of law also says that if it's a POSCO case in which an FIR has been filed, then action should be taken against Brij Bhushan.
He should be arrested.
Exactly, Arnab.
Why is that not happening?
I would request to.
He should be arrested. He should have been arrested. Why has that not happened?
It is not overlapping any existing law.
Riju and Amitabh on the debate.
Mr. Sinha, why are you so shameless? You are
Riju and Siddharth.
Not single client
Crime against children. But
Siddharth in the middle.
Also accused is not being arrested.
This is the very clear point. They are just trying to misuse POSCO Act.
Yes,
POSCO
I think on this case that we need to see some action now.
POSCO Act.
Same on BJP.
POSCO Act is
Same on this
basically
Sinha lawyer.
in tandem with
Siddharth.
IPC and IPC. No, just a minute. So
Ranjana's back on the debate. Okay, Ranjana's back. Yes, Ranjana.
Okay. Yes.
The duel continues. I thought you walked out.
This is the same thing that happened during Nirbhaya. We were told that prime ministers don't make statements on rape cases. The whole nation.
Ranjana.
Against that. Today again the girls have not been given justice. And I can tell you that the whole nation is watching it. Remember my words. Remember whatever you may call me. Remember my words. I want to appeal to these people with any conscience.
To protect, brazenly protect Mr. Brij.
I would say again and again and again and again and again. One second. I would just 1 minute. Calm down, everyone. Savio, Riju. I'll say this at the end. I'll say this at the end. See. I'll tell you one thing. Amitabh. Since you're in a minority of one on this debate, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. And consider issues matters of principle and not of political convenience. If you believe in the due process of law, then take action against Brij Bhushan Sharan.
Yes.
And then say, and equally then say that the women wrestlers should follow the due process of law. But remember, you can't say the women wrestlers have to respect the due process of law, but the due process of law will not apply to our member of parliament. You can't say that. You can't. The due process of law applies to everyone.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Amitabh.
I'm just trying to tell you. The due process of law means investigation. Independent investigation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, since I've had a lot of trolling and counter-trolling on the debate tonight with everyone trolling me, on the other side, let me tell you this. You may or may not agree with me, but I will always stand with my own conviction. And my conviction is always for an issue. It doesn't matter which political party takes what line on it. On the other side, I find it interesting, if not alarming, that Rahul Gandhi goes to America and says that the Muslim League is a very secular party. If that is the case, should we question the definition of secularism in a few minutes?